Okay, I am back. I took a bit more time. Oops. This game, okay. Yeah. I took a bit more time than necessary because I noticed that that it was the stage of the Vuelta a España was finishing, so I wanted to watch it. I did it, and it was fucking amazing. Fucking love it. Had lots of fun. Alberto Contado's final great stage was done. Now I am a bit sad because Alberto Contador's final big stage. But okay, time for some desert racing at the Uyuni Salt Flats in Bolivia. I know it doesn't make sense, but it's how this game works. That's another thing I would like to change in the sequel. The whole the stages should be in either Baja California. Well, not either. They should be in Baja California, a bunch of them, probably 7, 8, 9 of them, and then a couple more in Nevada, and then in Arizona. Because of course, yeah, the Parker 425 should be there, and it should be a loop race. 3-lap awesome race. I don't know, for example, if this race is like 3 hours long, should be proportionate, so be 2/5 of that distance. For example, if this race is 2 hours and a half, the Parker 425 should be like around let me think, an hour. It should be an hour long. No, and also maybe have, maybe not call it Parker 425, you know what I mean? Okay, if you cannot get the licensing, I don't mind, but make a Parker 425. I'm not saying like make the Parker 425, but make a race that is, a lot like that. I think it's a great format. The same goes for the Mint 400, which is basically the same kind of race, different environment, but it's the same format. 3 laps, around 400 miles. I wouldn't mind, like, for example, have one of these loops and be like, hey, 3 laps. That would be very fun, lots of fun, and with the traffic, like, like, hey, I am lapping somebody because, I'm in a trophy track and somebody started like 5 minutes behind me. Also, yeah, for example, the starting gaps, I would change that to a more realistic, 15 seconds. I would change the gaps, 10 or 15 seconds. Or maybe something like, 10 seconds among cars of the same class, and then 30 seconds between classes. I would love, like, for example, I'm in a Class 3, so yeah, it's one of the slowest cars. Yeah, the 4x4 class in this game is a mix of Class 3, Stock Mini, and what's the other one? And Jeep Speed. I would love to have a class that is, that, for example, have that class. The mix of classes is good. One of the only things I do not like about Bajas is that, well, way too many classes. I've always looked at it like, okay, this is fairly stupid. Like, I understand, for example, Class 1 and Class 10. That makes sense. What doesn't make sense is that Class 2 exists. Sorry, Class 2? There's a class that is like, it's bit like slightly lower than Class 10, which very similar regulations when it comes to mechanical parts. It's just that they need to use smaller engines. So yeah, that's fairly fucking stupid. I don't mind joining classes, putting them together. For example, I don't know, turbo UTV and normally aspirated UTVs. Put them together. I don't care. And also, to be honest, even the drivers do not seem to care much because, yeah. Okay. Fucking hit the fucking chopper and you couldn't see it. In my screen it was way too shady. And I couldn't fucking see the fucking helicopter. That was fucking stupid. Okay, yeah, what I was thinking. For example, I don't know, the new game should have UTVs, because UTVs are a thing now, and they are a fairly big thing in desert racing. They are easily the biggest car class together with trophy trucks. I mean, that's impressive. That's a lot of cars. But yeah, for example, I would make normal UTVs and turbo UTVs as close as possible. I know they are close in real life. I mean, they are not that different. The normal UTVs, I think they are better for twisty terrain, and they are. I think they need to stop a lot less, because you know there's a lot less power, and they are lighter as well. But yeah, I would change it, like, for example, I don't know, normal UTVs are better for twisty stuff. The other ones, you know, are a bit more clumsy and are better for wide open stuff. But I would make sure that they are together and they are close. That would be fun. And then another one. Yeah, for example, you know, Class 3 plus Jeep speed is a very good idea. Because, I mean, when you think about it, a Wrangler is a Class 3 car. And some of the other short Jeeps are also Class 3 cars by default. But for some reason they are, you know, they have their own class. I don't mind that they have their own class. I just think it's stupid that, well, I mean, to be honest, yeah, I actually mind that they have their own class. They should be, like, you know, part of Class 3. Fuck that. Yeah, Jeep Wranglers and other Jeeps should be part of Class 3. And what's the other one? Class 7 and Class 8. I'm sorry, but you know, nowadays I think that people are starting to completely abandon Class 8, and they are focusing on Class 7 because Class 7 is cheaper. And yeah, even though the Class 8 allows you to have a much bigger engine, I think they say that it's just not worth it, that the smaller engines are fucking good. Smaller engines with smaller cars. I'm trying to think, like, you know, I would have 8 classes plus a bonus class. Although, maybe, you know, the bonus class wouldn't be 1. Yeah, the bonus class wouldn't be 1, because one of them would be Class 11. Actual Class 11, not the stupid shit we have in this game. Actual Class 11 cars, like, you know, fucking slow ones. And I would even make a trophy, like, you know, finish the BAJA 1000 with a Class 11. Because fuck you, let's spend 4 to 5 hours in a fucking race. Like, you know, Class 11 would be a thing. And yeah, also classic cars, and maybe only one modern car. Although that wouldn't be a car, that would be like, oh god, that's a fucking heavy crash. And maybe, you know, the bonus cars would be, you know, a Class 11, because there's no point in having multiple models, because yeah, after all, aren't they supposed to? I know that there are different models. Fuck. Aren't the guys in Class 11 to race, you know, equal cars? Yeah, okay, let's make it. And then, yeah, have a couple of old cars, you know, maybe Ivan Stewart's Toyota. That would be fun. You know the Toyota, the one. And maybe, I don't know, maybe a couple more. You know, like have 3-4 vintage cars with different paint jobs outside, and also the original one. And then what would be the other one? Sorry, Gerard. No, it's Gerard de Roy's Iveco Power Star. That should totally be in the game. I know that the only connection with BAJA is that he wants entered the Baja 500 and had to retire because of back problems, because of health issues. But I mean, it's a video game. I know it's not realistic, but goddamn it, it's a video game. Please put it there, put it here. I know that with all these bumps it would be fucking hell on earth because I would be rolling every couple of minutes. I don't care. I just want to drive that motherfucker. I just want to. I really want to drive that car in a video game. Well, it's not a car, it's a big ass truck. It's like 22,000 pounds of truck. But I just want it. I know it's silly. I know it doesn't really make sense, but come on. I would love it. I would be like, oh my god, I'm driving Gerard's Iveco on the fucking desert. I know, it surprises me a lot that throughout all these off-road racing games, like, you know, the past 10 years, or 10 to 12 years, the only game with a biggest Dakar truck, and it has a couple of them, is Colin McRae Dirt. I don't understand how it doesn't appear in Dirt 2, in Dirt 3, in Fuel, in Gravel. Gravel doesn't have them. And I'm like, dude, you're perfect for that! And it doesn't have it. Doesn't have it. For me, it's so fucking stupid that those games don't have Dakar trucks. If he lands on time, I'm gonna stop right there. But yeah, I don't know, for me, and it's not that there's not a following. The Dakar track class is, you know, is one of the biggest ones in South America for some reason. I don't understand why, it just happens. But yeah, I would love to have that car. It's one of those machines that it's so stupid yet so good. Like a Dakar truck, it's so stupid. 22,000 pounds, 900 horsepower, limited, because they are limited, to like 90 miles per hour. And even then, you see them flying around because, you know, 90 miles per hour is good enough for a 20,000 pound vehicle to fly. How stupid yet wonderful that is. It's so stupid. A Dakar truck is so stupid. Like, it's not an opinion, it's fucking stupid. I fucking love them, yet I think they are stupid. Because they are. But come on. No game has them. Almost no game. I mean, a couple of more games have them. Dakar 2 PS2 game. It's an awful piece of shit, but they have the trucks. And I think there's another game that has them, that it's fairly obscure, but has them. And it's like, Jesus Christ, please. I mean, just contact Iveco and MAN and a couple more brands. Test them out. Like, you know, would you like? Save of the century. Save of the fucking century. Pass me, you piece of shit. But yeah, there are a bunch of games that it's like, Jesus Christ, how the fuck do they not exist? I mean, it's just for... I don't know, there are a bunch of vehicles that it's like, Jesus Christ, they are not in video games. Or they are, but only in a couple of them. It's very rare. And most of the time I just do not understand why. For some reason the pulling is acting quite funny. It's fairly high. I know I've spent a lot of time in third year and all that, but yeah. Also, yeah, I'm fourth in the stage. It was all of a sudden. So I think it's either a glitch or, you know, or the game doing stupid things. Well, the game doing stupid things would be a glitch, but you know. You know what I mean, like, you know, it's not part of the logic of the game. Doesn't seem to be. Okay, I was like, at this rate I'm going to jump the fucking helicopter. Which would be awesome. I don't think it's meant to do that. Outside, awesome pass. I made the pass, to be honest. I mean, I know I made it on the outside, but it wasn't because of the exit of the turn earlier. And that was fairly fucking cool, to be honest. Oh God. That's one way to cut that fucking turn. Not the ideal way, but a way. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Oh God, oh God, oh God. How long was this stage again? Oh, it was 20 minutes for him, so yeah, it's gonna be... I'm gonna win by less than 3 minutes. Nice. For him, I mean. Or maybe not. He did it in less than 20 minutes. And yeah, 17-13, so yeah, he's gonna be like 2 minutes and a half or so faster. Ah, fuck, the cat played with my pencil. Damn it. Oh God, she has vomited as well. Fuck you, cat. Jesus Christ. I leave her alone for a short while. She just hides stuff and... God, what the fuck? What the fuck that is? What the fuck? For some reason she does some weird stuff, like, you know, she hides stuff from me. Don't know why. She just does it. And yeah, that was awful. So yeah, let's you know, around 2 minutes 20. He did a good job on this stage. I mean, well, good job. Decent, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to clean all this up. I think she knows she has done something wrong. Because she just looked at me and was like, like, what? The fuck? Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Bad cat. Bad pussy. Okay, that was a good start. It was a start, but not a good one. And it could have been worse. 2 people have fallen off the course. That is always fun. this, you know, fairly cleanly. And so far this start has been fairly good for me. Back. I miscalculated it. Oh god, two wheels. Yeah, this run for this hairpin is fairly weird. This is not the best way to rejoin the race, but yeah, thankfully I was alone. Never jump, you know, from the back of a berm. They cannot see you, and you cannot see them either, most of the time. So yeah, trouble. Lots of them. Yeah, this is basically the slowest stage in the game. Most technical one. Probably the closest I want for the new game. Like, you know, in a sequel, I would love. This should be the kind of stage for the game. Like, this is for me. This is lots of fun. It's more tiny because your brain has to be very focused a lot of the time. But it feels. I mean, it actually feels better. And I guess this was some kind of like, let's test the waters, like, you know, let's do this narrow stage in opposition to all the other ones. And I don't know, maybe they test it out, and maybe, you know, the idiots that play that were the beta testers were like, but I want speed, I want fast and flowing stuff. And like, yeah, but fuck you. I mean, I don't mind fast stuff, like, you know, this part, but I mean, all the game like this, it's boring. Like, for example, this is fun for a while, but come on. That's a huge roll. Nope. Okay. Okay, it's the Red Bull trophy track. And due to that flip, I've fallen to third. Oh god, I completely blew it on. I was expecting a burn that didn't happen. So yeah, this is all the people that had problems earlier in the stage. Now they are catching up. I'm not too happy about that. Oh god, this is a super tight part. Yeah, I know it. It's basically a cliff face, and they tell you to, you know, patiently work your way down the cliff face. And the trophy track fell off the track once again. That's probably the, I mean, maybe the reason why they don't have this kind of road everywhere is probably because the AI cannot handle it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. There are some games where with parts that the AI cannot handle. Just cannot. Oh, come on. Try to. I have no panels except for the driver's door. Sorry. Co-driver's door and hood. Also, one of the things I like. It's a simple animation, but you can see the driver steer. It's very simple. You can never really see it because there is no cockpit view. You only see it over here, and sometimes when you look, when you're looking behind. And he doesn't shift gears, as far as I know. But it's actually super fucking cool. Also, I'm 5th. I don't care. I'm like 15 minutes ahead of everyone. Like, who gives a crap? I mean, I'm one stage ahead of everyone, basically. Or close to one stage ahead. Please, let's not play in the fucking cliff face. Okay, I lost control there. Oh god. Thank God I got unsettled there, otherwise I think I would have flipped. I really need to repair the car because, you know, the cooling is not there. I mean, it is there, but, you know, it's not entirely there. Please do not fly away. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm like, I need repairs, I need this, I need that. Fucking idiot rearranges me. And I didn't get all the repairs I wanted. Oh my fucking god. I was trying to get repaired. And I cannot reach there in time. I fucking hate the name of my band. Oh fuck's sake! I have no clutch! And he flew away. Right now I'm very angry. I'm internally screaming and all that. I don't care. Fucking asshole fucked me up. Okay, I have a new car. It's not as good as it should be, but fuck's sake. This stage is awful. I mean, the stage is great, but right now it is awful for me. I am 6th. I'm probably like 2 minutes behind the leader, which is unrealistic, by the way. At least, I mean, I should be like a minute behind, not 2 minutes. I think I can get like, you know, to 4th or 3rd maybe. fuck's sake, that jump is not made for Class 3. Or maybe not to be taken in this direction, maybe. By the way, that's one of the things I would like in a sequel. Please reverse courses of almost everything. Unless something has like, you know, this is a one-way path, because otherwise you flip, you crash, you cannot do this unless you do it on this direction. Okay, that's fine. But everything else should be like reversed. And that's a lot of things. For example, you know, bajas and all that. I mean, just a way to add more content. Or for example, I don't know, if you are playing career mode, one year you race the you know, the Baja 1000 in normal order, the other year you have to race it backwards. So, you know, you don't feel like, oh my god, every year the fucking same. Oh, come on, fuck you. I know I hate you, but come on. Man up. But yeah, longer pits, reverse courses, I don't know. Well, sorry, longer pit time and bigger hot pits. Somebody fucking crashed against the car. It was an SUV, probably a Grand Cherokee, yeah. I mean, probably. Okay, okay. On 5th, but yeah, no, I don't think there's a way for me to catch up to Ryan Millen of the Millen Works Toyota FJ Cruiser. So yeah, 2 stages lost. 5th this time by. And well, Jesus Christ, I lost a minute. Yeah, I mean, I'm still, you know, bleeding by a fucking ton of time. 1:35:11. That puts me 24 minutes and 7 seconds in front of the other YouTuber. Jesus Christ, I forgot. I mean, I suck at names, and yeah, I forgot about it. I should have taken notes and all that. Yeah, it looks 1-2 for the Moss Brothers trucks. That's, for example, another problem with this game. The CPU drivers are really inconsistent. I mean, I'm not saying that every race should have basically the same people up top, but there should be only a few of them. Like, you know, out of if a class has 20 entries, only 10 guys are going to win. Maybe even less. Don't make it like, and yeah, I mean, even when it has problems, I mean, a guy like Rob McCracken is not gonna finish last. That is not a thing. That shouldn't be a thing. One thing I do not know if I want the game to have is day-to-night transitions. Dynamic, I mean, I'm not talking about fixed. I'm talking about transitions. I don't know, it's one of those things that I do not know if I want. I mean, it would be great, but Jesus Christ, do we really want to drive this at night? Do we really want to drive like this at night? Or don't we just want, like, you know, morning, sunset, and all that? I mean, sunset at most. Yeah, sunset is cool, I guess. But it's one of those things that is like, I don't know if I want. I mean, it would be. I guess. It would be realistic, of course. But it's like, do we really want? I mean, the day-night proportion, like, you know, the speed of time, I guess would be determined by the length of the BAJA 1000. I mean, if the trophy tracks can do it in 3 hours, for example, the new BAJA 1000, the day has to be at least 3 to 4 hours long. And you know, the trucks start at noon, they go through the night and arrive at dawn or something like that. Or at least the first ones. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that it's like, I do not know if I want this. Or for example, you know, if the bikes are finally in the game, you know, bikes start at sunrise and would race all the way through to midnight. See, this is one of the parts I do not like about this game. I mean, this is way too fucking fast. It is interesting because, you know, you see the suspension work, and that's very cool. And you know, you have to deal with the bumps. I mean, the game makes it entertaining. Even this kind of section is very entertaining in the game. But I don't think I want it. Or at least I don't want to be such a big part. I mean, of course, a moment like this is very cool. A moment. But it's like, Jesus Christ, just look at this stage. This stage is mostly wide fucking open throttle. Just you trying to twitch the steering so you do not spin out because of one of the bumps or veer off the course. That's all. And do we really want this? I mean, this takes little skill. It takes skill, I mean, of course. I've let friends play this game and they cannot fucking follow me. And I've tried, you know, like, hey, there's this short rally, I do it first, then you will try it with the exact same vehicle, you know, right after me, so, you know, they even know the course better. They can even look like, oh, there's a difficult turn here, like, or this turn, you know, this turn is actually very fucking fast. They don't even come close. Even on easy stages. Fuck you! Fuck off! Stop focusing on the racing line and just try to come back to the fucking race. He was like trying to look for... He was looking for the goddamn racing line. So he forgot I was there. He was just like, racing line, racing line, racing line. It's over here, it's over here, it's over here. I was like, yeah, but I'm over here too, you fucking idiot. Choose another one. Jump. That's the kind of jump that really fucks up the oil. Like, because that jump is too flat. And he rolled. Okay, this fucking truck. Replays, I guess they should be a thing, but a bit like in the skate video games, in the EA skate video games, like, you know, just 30-40 seconds. Like, hey, there was this very cool clip, or the end of this race was fucking amazing. But yeah, not something like, hey, here's the full fucking race. Okay, that was very fucking good. That turn was perfect. There's these S's. Okay, that was a bit too much cutting. I'm gonna try to ride the outside so I can, yeah, can have better momentum. There goes the momentum because there goes the banking. I mean, sometimes the banking adds something to the video game. Like, for example, you know, the option here to either, you know, try to do a normal racing line around the corner or go, you know, the Darlington way. Go next to it, you know, go up in the banking, you know, trying to find the best line. I mean, yeah, sometimes it adds to the game. Most of the time it doesn't. Other times it's like, hey, you know this turn that could be very challenging? Here's something to help you. I don't think I'm gonna be able to spark it there. That was a very good stop. But yeah, I think I could. I mean, I'm no programmer. I do not know how to program, but I would be able to direct the team. I know I could be like, you know, the creative director or whatever, or you know, just like the guy that, like, you know, puts it on a paper. And then other guys, you know, transform it into drawings and then into code and all that. But you know, the guy that puts it into paper, yeah, could be the guy. I mean, I know what you can do with a video game. Like, you know, I actually know it. I mean, it's been so many years, like, you know, it has to work. It has to be worthy of something. Like, you know, there has to be. I mean, I have to. Of course, I've learned. But then there's the, you know, I do not know how to program. I mean, I know what I don't know. And I know I would be like, hey, well, I'd be like, you know, do you think this would work? Do you think this is worthy of spending, like, you know, 50, 70 hours working on it? Like, this feature I've thought about. Like, they'd be like, oh, yeah, of course. I mean, it could be, but you know, it's gonna be a bit of a waste of time, or be like, oh, yeah, okay, it would be nice. I mean, I wouldn't be like, yeah, I mean, I have the law, or I am the law. No, I'd be more like, hey, I mean, I have this idea, do you think it would work? I mean, the career mode in this game is basically perfect. The only thing I do not like is the whole, you know, percentage and prerequisites to, like, you know, change into a different class. I don't like that. For me, you know, this game would work like Project Cars. But you know, you own the team, and you could, for example, be an extra driver for a team. Like, hey, you're doing very well in a class, and then a team that is, you know, 2 classes higher than you could be like, hey, we probably need you. Can you drive for us in this one race? That would be the system. You know, you drive your own team, and then sometimes you get invited by bigger teams to be like, hey, can you work for us? Do you mind? And then, I don't know, for example, yeah, it would be entirely possible to be like, hey, I don't know. I mean, you start in the lower class, and then you start saving money, saving money, saving money, saving money, and then you have money for a trophy truck. Why not? I mean, people do that in real life. Some dude won, some Australian dude won the lottery and bought himself a trophy truck to race. Don't know if he's still around, but that dude did it. He just went like, hey, I have like 10 or 15, I think it was like something like $5 million. And he was like, I have lots of money. Build me a trophy truck. And they did it. And he started racing. Out of the blue. Of course, he was a bit slow. And, you know, he got training and all that. But, you know, he was basically, you know, he went with the money and started up top. Why the fuck would you not do that? And yeah, for example, microtransactions would be literally unlocking things for, you know, for money instead of like game time or achievements. And microtransactions, like, you know, like the GTA money, a bit more fair, a lot more fair. You know, be like, hey, want to spend 10 hours playing the game, or want to like drop me 10 euros? I mean, if somebody's willing to do, why not? I don't know, that doesn't hurt you. That doesn't hurt the hardcore gaming, that just gives me money. And some guy that doesn't want to play a lot of hours can get to the top very quickly. I mean, I don't mind. For example, when it comes to microtransactions, for me, Skate 2 did it best. They were like, hey, want to unlock everything? Here's, give me money. Some people did it. Reviewers mostly, and YouTubers. Reviewers and YouTubers did it quite often. Normal gamers. I mean, I have basically everything you can. I think I have everything you can have in Skate 2. I just played through the game. I just played through the game. I just played. I played. I watched a bunch of guides because some things are fairly hidden, and I just didn't give a fuck. I needed some help. You know, I completed the game by myself. I mean, microtransaction for me should be like that. Not like, okay, hey, here's this unbeatable, overpowered vehicle, like in motherfucking, I'll say it. The Crew. In The Crew is like, hey, do you see this DLC vehicle? It's the best in the game. You don't have it, you're fucked. Because this new one is the best one. And they've done that like 5 times. That's awful. That's absolutely 100% awful. It's like, what the fuck? And it's one thing to be like, hey, this is new. This is a new DLC vehicle. And it's like, no, I mean, it's just an option. You can have it, you can not have it. But no, in The Crew it was like, yeah, this is the best one in the game. So if you don't have it, yeah, you're at a disadvantage. I mean, microtransactions and DLC should add things, but, you know, not break the game. Like, for example, I don't know, imagine about BAJA Edge of Control 2 or whatever. You know, the sequel to this game. The DLC, the 4x4 1000 horsepower trophy truck. Fuck you. If that's the DLC, yeah, fuck you. Because that's gonna be the best vehicle in the game, and I'm not gonna have to pay extra if I want to be the best in the game. Fuck you. It's one thing to earn it. I mean, I don't mind earning it. Like, hey, in order to have this car, you need to spend 1,000,000 credits. You're gonna have to play a whole fucking lot of the game. And I'm like, okay. It's gonna be fucking annoying, because I'm gonna have to spend like 50 hours. But fuck it, I'm gonna do it, or at least I'm gonna try it. But then you have, you know, the whole pay to win. I mean, pay to win, fuck you. Aesthetical things, I don't mind. Shortcuts, I don't mind. But you know, let me have the same by playing. I mean, DLC should be just I mean, extra content is fine. Like, for example, I don't know, if the sequel to this game works by stages. I wouldn't mind, like, hey, you know, this new stage with a bunch of races, you need to pay for it. I'll be like, maybe I'll pay it, maybe not, depending on, you know, how much I am playing the normal game, the retail copy of the game. I'll be like, okay, maybe I'm not gonna pay it, or I don't know, something like, hey, there's this extra paint job. Or, you know, bunch of paint jobs. Bunch of paint jobs for you, like, you know, of different sponsors. Very cool and all, but, you know, just bunch of sponsors. Maybe I'll pay for it, maybe not. And, well, it's not gonna break my game. It's just gonna be like, hey, you don't have this cool paint job. Too bad for you. But the whole, you know, pay to win, fuck that. Fuck pay to win, pay to win. By the way, talking about fuck this, fuck that. Oh god, this part of the game. The FPS just shits itself, the frame rate. I think it was fairly good. Okay, end results. I did it in 2 hours 32 minutes. Impressive time. I didn't expect that time. And I've won by 9 seconds. I know that. And 27 minutes. 27 minutes, 9 seconds. So yeah, the exact average difference per stage between me and the other YouTuber was 3 minutes, 1 second per stage. I mean, it's way too much. It's a lot more than what I was expecting. Jesus Christ, on this game, on this save I've played already 21 hours. That's a lot. Okay, BAJA, we have BAJA 1000. And then we have, oh, I've done it in unlimited BW. Oh, but I didn't complete it. Fuck, the game broke in Cabo San Lucas. Let's see. I was 28 seconds faster here. I was, yeah, I was 30 seconds. A minute. 47 seconds here. 49 seconds. 44 seconds. Minute and 3 seconds. 3 seconds only. I mean, Cocono Island was disastrous for me. Yeah, and well, just didn't do Cabo. I guess it would have been like 160 something. 163 maybe, 164. And then, you know, with the... What? Oh yeah, it's my old save. It's my old save. I don't have it. Fuck, yeah. The other time was so long ago, it's my other save. It's not even this one. Jesus Christ, it's been a long time. What, isn't it? It's been a long fucking time. Let me see, and you know, my BAJA career is the completed one. I mean, I have 2 million points. Career overview. Yeah, it's 100% now. I mean, it's only the fucking stupid invitational. Okay, at least yeah, I'm not shitting myself. But yeah, it's the other save, so yeah, I do not have the race times for the trophy track. So yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.